Cause girl, you looking good. I had to stop and say, girl, you looking right. And girl, that isn't fair. You said no, you've been on my mind. Ain't tryna waste your time. You get along with me. You coming home with me. Look, baby girl, why you by yourself? You don't need him, baby, you need someone else. And I know that you ain't looking for something tonight. Ain't tryna waste your time with the doodle isn't right. Cause you ain't gonna hide anymore. You ain't gonna cry anymore. You ain't gonna deal with this. I'll be feeling this in your life no more. Cause I already know what it's about to be, babe. I just wanna know if you be down for me. You ain't gotta go.
So I'm from West Covina, California, small little city out here. That's like 15 minutes outside of LA. But for the most part, it's just me and my best friends that I grew up with. You know, we just hang out, we just play ball at this place called Cameron Park, and that's where literally like everybody that you grow up with, that you like have known since you were small, is just there playing ball and kicking it, and it's cool. If we're not doing that, there's a bunch of like dope food places out here to go eat, and for cheap, so that's cool too, because we're all on a budget, so that's cool. And then if we're not doing that, we're at someone's house, usually Nigel's house, like right now. And we just hang out and watch Kitchen Nightmares and a bunch of Netflix stuff. So.
Say your name and what do you do?
My name is K.Cero. I'm a singer, rapper, artist.
How long you been doing music for?
For like the last 3-4 years, like around that time. Yeah.
And where are you from?
From West Covina, California.
You so you grew up there?
Yeah, all 23 years of my life, all in West Covina. Never lived anywhere else but West Covina. Yeah.
Where do you like plan on taking it?
Well, hopefully, like, you know, just to kind of make it, like the whole cliche, like make it, get heard, you know, do like the big music thing. But for now, just kind of put in the process, or like the thought is just to put good stuff out, and hopefully from there just kind of snowball into something big.
So in the 4 years of like doing music, like what got you into music?
Well, okay, so the real answer is I was dating some girl and she kind of broke up with me, and I was kind of like, it kind of got me in my feelings, and I really didn't know like how to deal with it. And I'd never done music before, so I would just write stuff. And my best friend, Chris, was like, why don't you try doing music? And I just started like singing over like beats on YouTube and stuff. And it just kind of evolved from there, I guess, as time went on, into something like actual.
So it kind of just started like by kind of like a...
Yeah, I guess like something like that Drake shit, like, oh, some girl broke my heart. And I just kind of wrote about it. Like I dropped like maybe like in 2012, like a long time ago, I dropped like a 6 like song like project type thing, and all the songs literally were like about this person, but like one song was like really cool and that kind of got people's attention, and I was kind of like, okay, well maybe if I don't talk about one person and start talking about other stuff, I could do something cool with music. So
that breakup caused you to get 6 track?
Well, that was like maybe like 70% of it. And then the other 30 was like my 2 best friends. They're like really well known in like Covina. Like one of my best friends plays in the NFL, and the other friend played like D1 basketball. And I didn't want to be like the friend who was just tagging along with them, so I kind of wanted to like make my own niche and like kind of find my own like thing. And music so happened to be that thing.
So after that project, what or how long ago was that project, you said?
Like, was it 4 years ago. After that project, nothing happened. Like, maybe like 30, 40 people heard it. And there was like one like decent song on there. Everyone's like, okay, like maybe we could do something. And then from that, I just kind of built on that. Like, okay, like start writing more about other stuff besides like A Girl. Start talking about like other stuff that people go through, you know?
So before that though, like you said, what kind of like sparked it up due to that relationship?
What happened? Well, okay, so like, I don't know, it was just something like really, it was like my first girlfriend ever. We was dating for like 5 years probably. And I'd never dealt with something like that before, and I didn't really know how to like kind of like talk about it with my friends, because you know we're all guys. It's kind of weird talking about your feelings when you're like 19 or something. And so instead of talking it with my boys, I just did it with just, you know, over songs and beats and stuff. And then I went to community college, and I stole one of the studio mics there. I'm not gonna say where I went, but I took one of their studio mics, like I rented it out and never returned it. And then I would use that to like sing over the beats that I found and stuff. It was just for fun at first, and then I kind of took it more serious after a while.
But before that though, like before your relationship, did you even touch
No,
music?
so before, I had never done anything musically. Like I would just listen to music. Like I really like music, but I never knew I could sing. I never knew I could write. I didn't know any of that. And I would just like sit in my room and just start like singing stuff. I was like, oh wait, like this would sound cool on this, or like I would listen to beats. I was like, oh, like this would sound cool on that. And then like as time went on, I was like, oh okay, like I didn't even know I could sing until like that happened in my life. So it was kind of crazy. Yeah, like none of my friends knew I could sing or anything. So it was kind of cool.
And what kind of genre would you like categorize yourself in?
I guess like R&B, hip hop. I guess like kind of like that new wave of like how dudes are like rapping and singing at the same time. Whatever genre that is, I guess.
That's what I was about to tell you. You know, when I first heard your music, I thought it was something different. But then people started putting me on game of like, what's his name?
Bryson Tiller. Yeah.
Like him, I'd never even heard his music, and when I heard his music, it reminded me of you. So I was like, okay, well, you know,
That's dope.
before I mean, I don't know how long this dude's been out, but
Yeah.
it seemed kind of like you're coming out the same time they are. I don't know if it's something. Did you hear something that made you?
I mean, it was because when I started doing music, like I was trying to be like I guess like I was trying to be like the dude who just raps, right? Just like gives out bars and like would sing like a little bit. And then as time went on, I kind of like found my sound a little bit, and I like singing more, but like with the whole rapping thing. And then I mean, it just so happened that like I guess like the new wave is kind of that way, and it kind of working out because everyone's kind of like, oh, you sound like this guy, you sound like this guy, which is cool, I guess. But you know, I kind of like doing my own thing. Well, I feel like I'm doing my own thing, even though people like, you know, it's like this. It's like ever since everything's happened, it's kind of like I've been hearing that. But it's cool. Like I love that kind of music, so it's cool to hear that.
But did you at that time, 4 years ago, going back 4 years, did you hear any of that type of music the way that you sound now?
Well, I mean, obviously Drake. Like Drake's the dude that like started the whole like rapping, singing thing. So he was like a dude that I would kind of like mold my stuff after, like how he would sing and rap at the same time, or like do it like on the same like albums and stuff. But yeah, so I would kind of, because I kind of liked it because it was kind of different, like because most dudes either just rap or just sing. They would never do both. So like Drake was kind of like a big influence on like stuff I wanted to do.
Who's been your biggest inspiration?
Okay, so like I mean like before like I got into the music stuff, like I was just like I just like music period. Like I used to listen to a lot of like Luther Vandross, like Michael Jackson, like Tank, like all like those 90s R&B dudes like that would just get like Usher was like a big dude I used to love. Chris Brown, like first Chris Brown, like when his voice was still high pitched, like that's Chris Brown was my favorite. And then when I started doing music, I would listen to like just like a lot of dudes who would like make good songs that weren't just like radio bangers, like dudes like Cole, Kendrick, like Drake, like not necessarily like their style, but like how they talked about songs, like how they would like come up with songs and like ideas of songs. That's what I would try to like listen to, because they like the way they write is really crazy. Like it's really like they take you to like a journey. And that's what I hope to do with my stuff. Like I don't think I'm really there yet, but I want to get there soon.
Is there anybody that sticks out that kind of just, even before you started music, that kind of you always, you know, your go-to?
Yeah, I mean, even before I started doing music, it was all, like my guy was always Drake. Like, even I remember I was like in high school and he was still on Degrassi. He dropped like a mixtape. I was in high school like maybe like 7 years ago, and he dropped like a mixtape, and I was like, yo, this is a dude from Degrassi, but he's sick. Like this dude was dope, and I liked his style because he was the first dude that I heard who was singing and rapping and it kind of threw everybody off, and I really like was drawn to it like from the beginning, even before I started thinking about doing music. So that was always a thing.
And the other night we went to one of your shows.
Yeah.
What do you feel about performing though? Do you?
I mean, now like it's fun. Like I think it's really fun performing. Like it's cool. Like especially at the last show. Like I just dropped like my latest song, which was called But. Like that song just dropped, and like a lot of people there. Like I mean, obviously I knew some people in the crowd, but a lot of them like I'd never met before. Like they just heard about it, the show through like Twitter or Instagram. And like people I'd never met were like singing like word for word like my song, and that was like a first time it's ever happened. So that was really cool. I mean, before I used to get real nervous, but now I just like it's just fun. Like it's really cool. So.
And when you record, like when you go in the studio, do you have any what can I say, like not rituals, but you know, like something that you do every
like
time before? Do you have any?
Yeah. Honestly, like it's like I've never done a song and recorded it like the same way every time I've noticed every time I record a song, it's always different. Like one song I'll have a song where it'll take me like months to like write, record, and like mix, and then I'll have songs like the last song that I just dropped, which literally took me 2 days to write, record, and mix, and then put out. Like it took me like it was fast. So like it's always different every time. It just kind of like depends how it hits me, I guess, like the mood or like the vibe of the song. So.
What's the longest like a song took to record?
Like 6 months, cause every time I would listen to it, I wouldn't like it, and I'd go back and try and change something, and then when I finally put it out, I still didn't like it, but like people liked it. But I'd be like, oh damn, like I could have done this differently, or like I could have said this part differently or sang this part differently. So yeah, I think like 6 months was like the longest time it took me to like do like a song.
And how about music wise? What's something that people might not know about you that you listen to? Like weird or something different that like nobody would even guess you listen to?
Let me see. Who's on my? Oh, I'm a big Bieber fan. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I like even before the new Bieber, I was rolling with the Biebs for like a long time. Yeah, I mean he's cool. Like he's a good songwriter, which is cool, and he's like an actual artist. He could like play instruments. He could sing. So, yeah, Bieber's a cool dude.
And in your career, where have you performed, or who have you been on stage with? Have you collabed with anybody that we might know? Or?
Collab wise, no, I've yet to do like an actual collab with anybody.
Are you up for it, or?
Yeah, I'm always up for it. It's just well, before no one really like listen, like yo, like we should do something, and which is cool, cause like I respect that, cause like looking back, I wasn't like when I would hit them, it was like right when I started music, and I would just be kind of like that ignorant kid in your midst, just like yo, check me out, I got this song, it's fun. Like I used to be that guy, and like now I kind of realize like okay, like you know that's not like I kind of know how to approach people now in terms of like doing collabs, and like I think we got like a couple and like talks with like a couple of dudes. But nothing like for sure yet. And then in terms of like shows and like being on stage with people, last summer I did Angel Stadium with Veggies. That was pretty cool. That was like when the movie Dope came out and like his album just dropped, so it was pretty cool. I remember when I first started, I had like it was like my third or fourth show ever. I don't even know how I got it, but I had a show at the Far Side, and that was crazy. Like that was like the craziest night. Like I got like 5 minutes like on stage, but it was like the dopest 5 minutes ever, because I got to kick it with the Far Side, and they bought me alcohol, so that was pretty cool.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Do like that, like you said, you didn't even know how you got there.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're on the verge of something? Do you feel like soon that you might get to a level where you never thought you never seen yourself at?
Yeah, I mean, like in like my humblest like way to say, like I feel like everything I do is like always like a surprise to me, because like most dudes who like do this music stuff, like now they have like a whole team backing them, like people I know, like people I know like who've been doing music forever have like a management team, and like they got like a whole production squad, and they got like an actual studio to make their songs. Where like, you know, I'd like send all my own emails out to people for shows, and like I record everything in like my bedroom, kind of like this, and like I've never like recorded a song in like an actual studio yet. Like I've never sent my song to get mixed by anybody. I do all my own mixing and stuff, and so like yeah, so everything I do now, like it's still kind of like I never expected it, but I feel like, you know, there's just still a lot more to come that we haven't even imagined could happen. So.
And just real quick though, the people that are watching this, usually, you know, at the end of every interview that we do, we kind of want to give like inspiration, whether it's, you know, something you want to say to them or something.
Well, I mean, if there any, you know, I feel like I'm in the same boat as everybody else trying to do this, but I mean, if this is something that like you've ever thought about doing or are doing, like, and if it's something that you really want to do, like even if it's just for yourself, like if someone wants to like give you like some type of no, like fine, like, you know, like be able to take criticism and take it like constructively, like don't be offended by any type of criticism, and like just keep your ears open like all the time, because you're gonna hear everything, and it's just up to you like how you want to take things. Because I mean, I had a lot of my own like best friends tell me like, oh, you shouldn't do music no more, like what are you doing? But it was just something that I always loved to do and something that I like to do, and then it just became something that I took really serious. So, you know, if it's something you like, go for it, and if you want to stop, like make sure it's because you want to stop or because you want to keep doing it, you know. Yeah, shouts out to my boy Nigel for using this house, my boys, my best friends Iffy and Chris, because they were the ones that kind of got me started with music. My mom, what's up, and
shout out to the girl who broke your heart.
Damn, yeah, I guess, yeah, we could say that, but we shouldn't say that. Yeah, just everybody that's been like, you know, rocking with me and like really like helping me push my stuff out there. Thank you. It's fucking awesome.
Look, why you looking at me? Why you tripping? Now why you looking at me acting hella different? Why you coming around my way? Why you asking for a favor? Why you acting like this shit I'm doing really